Hello, Derek Bergener here. It is November 14th, 2017, and I want to review my trade today that I did on AAP, Advanced Auto Parts. So in the morning around 8:45, I pulled up my trade ideas right here, gap scanner. I got it floating in its own window. And for those who don't know, if you right-click and click time frames, see right now I have it live. If you use historical date, you can go back and see. So if I go back to 8:45 a.m. today, there's what I saw. And there was Buffalo Wild Wings. That was one of my other top picks for the day. But here is AAP right there. We can see the float, 70 million. The price is around, well, that's the price. No, that's the price at the time, 93.83. And gapped up about 14%. And the earnings, 0.75. I don't know, plus 0.75. I think that means today. I think if it was a minus, it was yesterday after the close, and if it's a plus, it means today, pre-market. I'm not sure, I have to look that up. Anyway, nice volume. So there, I checked it out. I put it on my, I opened up TC2000 and took a look, and I'm like, oh man, this has. Here's the pre-market action. Right here. I didn't know this yet because it was like at 9, it was like right around, it was right around this time frame, right here where I was looking at it. And so I drew out this 95.50 top here, and it must have been, right around here. So, and then I drew out this 93.13 bottom. That was like the most recent bottom. I don't know which is more significant. Maybe this 92.50. Who knows? But it doesn't matter that much. And then I'm waiting and watching, and I'm like, okay, I'm looking at the daily chart here. And in my mind, this is a huge gap up. And it's into all of this, like 2 months of this just mess, chopping up and down and up and down. And I'm like, man, to plow through that mess is seems like unlikely. And so I rated this as gapped up, overextended, meaning this is like a short waiting to happen. Then I'm watching in pre-market, and I see it come up to this 97.75 level, which I marked, and then it pops and hits it again, and I'm like, oh man, this is double topping in pre-market. And then it came back down below this previous high. And so I'm very short biased. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to watch for a pop in after the open, and see if it can get back up to this 97.75 level. And if not, that'll be a confirmed lower high, and go short. That was my plan. Now I also realized, it's kind of close to this 100, and so I marked that out too, just for grins, but I thought, man, there is no way that it's going to get there. That would be from yesterday's close. That would be a 17-point gain, 21.5%, through all of this congestion. So anyway, so let's look at my trade. Go to Snagit, where I have some charts already set up here. Oh, here was the news. One of the many news articles. 7 a.m. today, Advanced Auto Parts jumps after profit beat. That's all I got to know. That's why it beat. It's an earnings beat, right? So that's why it jumped up. But there was that double top, right? So remember that right there. And then I had, this line drawn out here. No, I should have drew these already. And then let's see, order, send to back. Okay, so now I'm like, okay, I'm looking for a pop. So I kind of give it away over here. AAP minus 174 realized for the day. So, and then here's my trades. Loss, loss, gain, gain, loss, loss. Horrible. That's why I picked this one. I won on GE. You could have just threw a dart at GE and won today. Buffalo Wild Wings, I don't even want to go over that one. That one was really messy, really choppy, really difficult. Pat said it was difficult. I did it anyway just to experience what does difficult mean. It was difficult. So, but this one, AAP, should have been a big winner. But it wasn't. This is why I'm doing this one. So let's go here. Oh, okay. Let me go to a bigger chart. There, I prepared a bigger version of the 1 minute chart here with the same lines marked out. So we get into the open, and remember, I'm looking for a confirmed lower high from that double top in pre-market. That's what is in my mind. This is gapped up, overextended. Even though it's earnings, it's coming up into all that congestion. And so I waited, and then I'm like, aha, there. See, there's possibly my lower high, right? I drew that line. So then I'm waiting here, and I'm like, oh, popped up still. Maybe this could be going up. And then I'm like, oh, popped up but rejected. Oh, maybe this could be going up. I don't know. And then I'm like, nope, there. So I kind of redrew the line, and there. Okay, there's a lower high. That's what I was looking for. And then another candle. I'm still waiting. Like I don't know which way this is going to go. I'm still waiting and see what's happening here. I drew the line here. I'm getting a flag, and this is tightening up, and I'm like, oh man, if that really was the lower high right there, and this is the top, and this is the reversal, because this thing's so overextended, I gotta get in. I gotta find an entry, because if this thing breaks, it's going to tank fast. And so it got tighter, and it hadn't dropped. See that little wick right there? It hadn't dropped yet. This body was forming in this here, but it did not drop that wick yet. And I'm like, oh man, I gotta just get in, because this is gonna break, and it's gonna be a chase. So I got in, and it dropped, and I'm like, yes, so cool. Wrong. And I'm like, oh, unbelievable. Now, I had the breakout or bailout mentality, or breakdown or bailout, whatever you want to call it. So as soon as that popped to the upside, I got out. That was my minus 66 loss over here. And I was like, oh. So, but then I watched this. I'm like, okay, now that was a pretty strong rejection on that candle there. So maybe this is going to test pre-market high and be a short still. So I'm still short biased, right? And I'm still waiting. And I'm like, now I'll show you a little bit later what I should have been thinking. But, oh wait, that covered up let's move this line out of the way. Yeah, okay, that covered up my entry. Okay, I was like, okay, this is if it's going to fail, it's going to fail right here. And I don't want to miss out. Is this a FOMO? Nothing is confirmed. Maybe these are all FOMO trades. If somebody wants to tell me, please do. So I got short right there. And on the next candle, I'm like, yes, confirmed. No. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. And bam! And I got out. Covered right there. There's my... Oh, meanwhile, I lost on Buffalo Wild Wings. Yeah, I'm having a stellar morning. Lost $70 on Buffalo Wild Wings and just lost 130 right there. Oh, look, I lost another 85 on Buffalo Wild Wings. See those two right there? This is just a wonderful day. And so then I'm like, okay, I think this thing is heading towards 100. So just sit tight and watch 100, and then I'm like, maybe this thing is actually pretty strong, so let's order, send to back. You know, I decided I'm gonna have some patience, and I'm gonna wait for a confirmed top. All right, I gotta move things along here because I'm running out of time. I'm trying to keep under 10 minutes, and I'm already over 10 minutes. So, oh, boom, 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 and then there's the 100. Don't, and it busted right through 100. And if you look on the daily, this is now up into, I think this is up into the gap on the daily. And I'm like, well, how far can it run into the gap? And then I saw it starting to go parabolic. And I'm like, oh, this is speeding up. This is speeding up. That's speeding up. And it hit the 103 level here. I think this was 103. No, not quite. 102.75. There's the 103 level. And I just, by gut feel, I took a short right there. So that one I finally it turned out to be right. It spiked down, but I thought it's in the gap, and this could still keep running to maybe 105 to fill the gap. And so I did a little scalp. I didn't get that good of a fill on my exit, and so that was my oh, come on. I thought I had trained myself to not do that anymore. AAP, there's my $77. And then it's like I kept messing up. So now that was the top. I should have held it. Should have held some. I didn't. I was out. And looking for a new place to get in. Should have got in there. I didn't. And then I got in there after it dropped below the 100 level. Okay? I was waiting to see it pulled back under 100, and then it popped over 100, and then I wanted to make sure that it was going to fail 100, and that's what I thought. Okay, it's failed 100. Here we go. And then it pops up again, and I'm like, oh my God. And then, am I in the right direction? AAP, yeah. And then it hit VWAP, and so I covered right there. Got another AAP short, 54. Did I do a partial there? Yeah, I did a partial there, and then I decided, no, I'm gonna just cover it all. So there was plus $85 there. And what else did I do? I think there's one more. Let's see. So I just maybe it's going to bounce off of VWAP. Maybe this is setting up for an ABCD. So I had to just wait, and there it cracked. And then once it popped back up to VWAP, I went short again. It's underneath VWAP, okay? And then it popped back over VWAP. And I'm like, ah. So is this... I'm sure there's somebody's going to be able to look at this and tell me everything that's wrong with my choices. But right there, it failed VWAP, and it popped right back up to it. And I went short under VWAP. I don't know. Maybe this is one of those fake out moves. And it got over, and I got out. And then I think so. That was AAP minus 56, and I'm like, what a churn. I think I did one more to just seal the day. One more. Okay, now it's gone below this low, right? Okay, now we got something cooking. See, gone below that low. And a little pop into the 9 EMA, and it's just not supposed to do that. And I'm done. Covered there, lost $84. This just, I don't know. That was it. I was done. Okay, that's my trade review. Any feedback, is welcome. Have a good night.